just think generally we're living in a humorless time right now. It's a humorless time where everyone has been made to believe that there's some sort of emperor and they're beyond reproach. They don't have a sense of humor about themselves. Everyone gets offended. It's raining, deal with it. You're going to hear some raindrops hit the installed air conditioner in my old apartment. We're not in a Hollywood studio right now. There's dust everywhere. The floors are ramsacked, and now it's drizzling off my air conditioner. Big fucking whoopee. And by big whoopee, I don't mean the movie Bros at the box office. That didn't do good. We'll talk about that. But everyone's kind of humorless. You know, nobody has a sense of humor about themselves anymore. It's a weird insight that I've had. And we had Joe DeRosa on a couple of episodes again, and he really detailed it well. He's like, it's everybody. And it's true. Everyone doesn't want to be made fun of. Nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to see themselves as a human being. There's something very inhumane of not being able to take a joke about yourself. It shows a lack of humanity, a lack of awareness, a lack of humility, which is where humanity really lies, in your humility. And people are like, don't make fun of me. It's like, that's not how it goes. I wonder if, like Nazi Germany before the Nazis came to power, if comedy was also being killed. And it's not just being killed by cancel culture. That's the point. It's everyone. And Joe's right about that. Everyone's humorless. Everyone's humorless. I don't even think it has anything to do with the internet. I think it just has something more to do with just the general zeitgeist or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe this is, like I said, something that happened in Nazi Germany beforehand. Because you think, what was the culture that enabled something like that to rise up? It was probably humorless. There probably wasn't a lot of, let's go hear what the comedian has to say. Because you know what the comedian would have been saying? He would have been making fun of Adolf. You know, short little guy who was born in Austria. I mean, what are the jokes? He's not even Aryan. He's German. I mean, he's Austrian, right? Which to us, there's no difference. But when you look at him and you look at the guy who played Thor, there's a big difference. One of them looks like he should be sitting behind a desk with tassel shoes on doing my accounting. And the other one looks like he should be raping and pillaging a British Isles town. Is a big difference. What he was preaching wasn't what he was practicing. So right there, a comedian would have pointed that out. A comedian would have said, hey, Adolf, you're up here talking about the Ubermensch that you perverted from Nietzsche philosophy, talking about how we're the super people and we're superior. But look at you, dog. You got one nut, you're 5'5", and your mustache looks like a fucking brownie stain after a dessert binge. What are you talking about? You got a weird big-ass nose. You look like you're wearing Groucho Marx glasses. So a comedian would have pointed that out and probably the whole thing would have never happened. Amongst other things, he would have pointed out, because that's what comedians do. We make fun of the foibles, get smeared. Good word. We point out the foibles, we make fun of them. Our own, everything. That's what we do. That's how you remain free. That's how you remain free. Like I've said many times, being offended is a small price to pay to know that you still live in a free society. And there's no other way to know that you're free than if offense is permitted. Think about that.
It was a great monologue. You like the comic version of Thanos.
Well, I wanted to get the long day out of the way before the rain starts.
Yeah.
But there's really three types of people generally I've found in my life. You can really categorize people. Now, the irony is this sounds very Nazi-ish. There's only three types of people, and they all go in the three categories. No individuals, just people. This group, you take this group, you put them here. You take that group, you put them there. That's the irony. And there's the joke. I made fun of myself, how stupid I am. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be making fun of anything lofty, hypocrisy, ourselves. Everything should be made fun of all the time because this is a cosmic fucking joke. We're floating on a ball in the middle of nothing, baby. Okay? UFOs are jerking off to us and bouncing. It's fun. People get powerful and then they fall. That's hilarious. That's the comedy for the simulators. Watching people with egos try to climb up, and then just watching them come down. That's what they laugh at. They laugh at Napoleon in Waterloo. They laugh at Joe Rogan in Austin. It's a joke. He would find it funny because he has a sense of humor. But all the mighty fall. That's what we're here to do. The Spanish Armada, everything falls. He's a comic. He's a humble guy. He has humility. He would find it funny. He doesn't get upset. He doesn't get upset and get disappointed like you're some sort of emperor. That you're going to, yeah, people are talking about me. Yeah, you're in the news. What'd you want me to do?
Oh, boy.
I mean, seriously. Now we're family members, and I make fun of them too. Everyone has lost their sense of fucking humor. It's because they don't want to admit that they're human and they make errors and they can be made fun of. Make fun of me. I'm an open book. Do I have a line? Yes. My line of decency is personal, getting personal, talking about people's family, making jokes about people who have disabilities. And even that can still be funny depending. Anything can be funny if you work, but generally you're treading on some, there's lines. Of course there's lines. Of course there's lines. If there weren't lines, there wouldn't be edgy humor. There wouldn't be tightrope walk humor, which I love to do. And of course you're going to miss. But again, it's important that the attempt is there and people understand what a comedian's trying to do. To quote the great Tim Dillon, who I think is one of the funniest comedians of our generation. I'll just say that. It has nothing to do with me being friends. He's just hilarious. And he's smart. And he had a great line recently. Comedy is not accuracy. It's trying to be funny. It's a simple quote, and I love it. Comedy is not accuracy. Okay? Trying to be funny.